Alrighty, you guys. Oh my goodness. First call of the 90-day action plan of fall 2018. This is like my favorite time of the year, either right after celebration or right after New Year's kickoff, and people are just fired up. They're excited, they're organized, they've got a good vision, and everybody's just pumped up. They're inspired. There's people's faces on this call that I feel like I haven't seen in forever, and it's so good to see your face and just see you reignited. There's new faces, there's some of our veterans, and so I'm just so proud of you guys for committing to Tuesday night to kind of get caught up from the event if you weren't there, or kind of a recap and just some of the things that we're getting ready to do over the next 12 to 14 weeks, before we finish the 90-day game plan and go into the holidays, specifically Thanksgiving. So tonight, we're going to go through a lot of things. Jen and Adam are going to cover the rebranding that we learned at Celebration and all of the new exciting things that are happening with the ISOLife app. Keisha's going to break down the details of the dash to Disney, because we are going to have so many dreamers in Disney. I can't even handle it. Rachel's going to cover a little bit of just how important it is to be leading with the business opportunity and sharing our financial wellness gift and weathering your emotions throughout this journey. Laura's going to cover some of our new products and the new Legacy Foundation that we've partnered with. And I'm going to excite you guys a little bit about the Say, Share, Do campaign, our Path with Purpose, the ISOLife Success Manual, talking to you about some upcoming events, just some changes in the team, new contests, so that we're just ready to rock and roll. But before we get into all of that, first of all, I want to give shout outs to some people. I'm not even sure. Oh, Krista, you are on this call, who is a top income earner in July. Number two, I just pulled the reports and I'm working on the flyer. And Rachel, who has been the top enroller last week and this week, she's just been in massive action. She probably doesn't even know that right now. Jackie Shanley, if she's on this call, she's also a top enroller right now. And Maria, under Jamie Westbrook, is a top enroller and top income earner who's a brand new face. So it's just fun, and I just wanted to give a couple of shout outs. And also to Danielle, Melanie's sister, Danielle, who I'm looking for on the call. She's been a top enroller the last couple weeks. So huge kudos to you guys. Though you are on the call, I'm like trying to look at all the different boxes. It's just fun. I love it when I see new names, especially, and just like rising leaders and people that are just kind of getting into action. And before we go into the ins and outs of the call, I also wanted to just kind of explain to you what Fast Track to Executive is, because sometimes people hear executive and they immediately go, oh, that's not for me, I'm not going to go executive. And that is absolutely what I don't want you to think. Fast Track to Executive, it's a campaign, it's marketing, it's a way to organize things. But you guys, there are people on this call like Sarah Slutz and Chris Marshall and Jackie Shanley. They probably went through 4 or 5 Fast Track to Executives before they nailed executive. You may hit it at the end of the 90 days. There's some people that are going to bust down these doors and go fast, and you might hit it beforehand. Or it might be that this is the first time you really commit to 12 weeks of training in 90 days to propel your business forward. And you might end up a manager, you might end up director, you might already be executive, but you're looking for that momentum and the encouragement to go 1-star, 2-star, 3-star, whatever it is. But I'm super excited because I'm partnering with 4 to 5 other people. We're going to have some guest speakers. I was on the phone with Cal and Martha and Travis today, getting some contest tickets and some swag and just some gifts that we can give you for participating in that, and for our top enrollers, our top cyclers, top sponsors, those that are rank advancing. But it's going to be myself, Laura Laurie, Jen and Adam Feichter, and then also Aaron Harrison, who's on another team, but he just brings so much energy, so much belief, so much positivity, and it's going to be awesome. And so starting next Tuesday for 12 weeks, our team call is going to be those Fast Track to Executive. But whether you are a seasoned veteran, you might be a 2-star, 3-star, you've already gone executive, I promise you, you can never stop learning in this. The minute you stop growing, you're going to slide down, and everything you don't want is going to show up. And so you can hear new things, you can stay motivated, you can learn a different way to say it. But we're going to go through the foundations of this on your belief system and the company history and connecting and using ISA tools and the new ISA movies. And there's going to be homework, but we're going to keep it fun. In the past, we've kind of had you like sign up for it. If people weren't doing their homework or they weren't showing up, we kind of like got them out of the program. I don't have the energy for that. I don't have the time for that. we're going to put it out there. And if you show up, you're going to go up. And if you don't, I don't feel bad about it, and nobody else does, you know? So what I realistically know is that next Tuesday, there's going to be around 100 to 150 people on that call. And by November, there will be about 20. But I'm mostly concerned about the people that stick it out and do the do. I'm not babysitting you. No one's babysitting you. Did you do your homework? Did you do this? Well, no. If you're enrolling and you're rank advancing, you're doing the do. And if not, then that's on you, because at the end of the day, it's up to you as an entrepreneur. It's up to you as the CEO of your own business to really get in what you want to get out of this. So it's going to be fun. I promise you we're going to keep it fun. We're going to try to keep the calls closer to a half an hour than an hour, but lots of energy, lots of new content. So if you've done it before and you're ready to go again, or you're brand new, I just really want you to know it's for everybody. I just think sometimes fast track to executive, people go, oh my gosh, I don't want to sprint, or my goal isn't to go executive. And whether you're trying to go consultant or manager or hit the 5-cycle bonus, or you want to max out this comp plan and go 8-star and be the next Isagenix millionaire, we all do the same things. Like all of us do the same things. None of us have to do this any differently. And that's the point. And just to keep the energy up in the community and the support. You guys, I'm doing those masterminds at my house on Monday nights, and I wish I could just IsaJet pin drop you all over to my house. But one of the things we're focusing on the end is really just like praying over our businesses, putting that positive energy out there, because our job is to show up to be the light for the rest of the world. And that starts with being the light for each other and keeping the light shining strong within us. And that's a huge part of the fast track, is right now we're fired up from celebration, right? But a month from now, when people have returned and people are saying no and kids are sick and, you know, whatever's going on, we kind of lose that. And part of the ignition and part of why I have people like Aaron Hairston on the call is that you can stay excited, and week after week, you know, month after month, as we crush this 90-day game plan, we all are going to hit those goals together. So I'm going to come back, you guys, at the end and talk about some of the things that we decided I was going to cover on the call. But I want to turn it over to Jen and Adam. Most of you guys know them. They are our New Jersey leaders. They're 1-star Crystal Executive, 3-star Golden Circles. They are 6-figure leaders on this team. But more than that, they're passionate. They have so much fun with it. They're amazing, amazing leaders. And I want you guys to just pop on and share some goods with us.
Hey,
Thank you, Lauren.
Adam's just here as eye candy tonight, so just FYI.
Enjoy the show.
Taking the reins here. But guys, the celebration was amazing. Like literally the best ever. I see so many of you on here who were there. Raise your hands if you were there. I see so many hands up. If you were not there, you need to be at the next event. It was awesome. Okay, so you probably heard the company's rebranding, and it's amazing. Instead of like the green, right, the A, like you can see it, they have this like sexy blue, right? It's all like intertwined to the A. It's awesome. Even my kids were like, wow, it changed. But you know, they wanted to make it just crisper and cleaner and more modern. And I love that they actually are trying to evolve as the brand evolves. Like they're worldwide, and they really want everyone to know who they are and stay classy still. So I just love the new look, and they didn't want to make it so different that it was bold but unrecognizable. Like you can see that it's changed, but everybody still knows the ISA A. And something we've learned is like the hands up like this in the A really represents freedom, which I thought was so cool. Like whatever it is, like freedom from your physical pain, your financial pain, whatever it is, whatever freedom means to you, I love that the company like said that. This is something we always never knew. Also, the A stands for the associates. So every single thing, they're really trying to look at what's best for the associates. So I thought that was super, super cool. All right, they kind of rebranded in some ways too. Let's start with the weight wellness. Notice how I didn't say weight loss, right? Because some of us are not coming in for weight loss. Some people are actually trying to gain weight, so they have weight wellness on there. Performance is still the same. Vitality and well-being, I love that. It's not like the healthy aging group where it's like so obvious what it is. I love it. Vitality and well-being, and even included in there are the vitamins, the greens, the kids' vitamins, the boosters, all that type of stuff is encompassed in there. The essential oils, oh my goodness. I hope people got those. If you haven't yet, you're gonna absolutely love them. I have like 3 diffusers coming to the house to diffuse them everywhere. Candles are like out of my house. I'm gonna be doing a Facebook Live about that. Passionate about it. Like I don't want any more chemicals that I'm breathing in, my children are breathing in. It's not happening anymore. So that's a whole nother category. And then personal care and beauty. So obviously Adam has to use the skincare to look good every day. Like that's included in there too. Financial wellness, right? I love that, saying the community aspect of it. And then wait for it, there's 2 categories that they showed us that were brand new and they're going to be coming out. So wellness at home, no clue what that means. Like, your guess is as good as mine. That's coming up. And I'm so excited about kids growth and development. That is like fantastic. If we're trying to like really reach the corners of the earth with health, and Laura's going to be talking about the new legacy foundation that they have. Like, if we're really trying to create little children to be healthy and create health worldwide, we need to start with our own kids too. So I think it's fantastic that they're going to be coming out with this. So this is just the future of the company. Embrace it, get on board, because this is where we're going, and we're going to be taking over everything. I'm so excited. If you get new packaging in the next like couple months and you're like, what the heck? You know, some people have these like sexy shakers and, you know, the new blue crisp white bottles, like, why don't I? Don't think you're getting old things. They're obviously not going to waste. They said it's just going to take a couple months while they're phasing out and transitioning to the new things. So I read that online. I figured I would just throw that out there for you. So, okay, now on to the IsaLife app update. Some of you on here, I can see you, and you don't even have the IsaLife downloaded. We can see in our business who has it downloaded and who doesn't. So if you are on this call, you're a leader, and if you don't have the app downloaded, the first step is downloading it, right? Yeah, I'll be honest, I do not use it that often. I'm getting better, especially over the past couple of days playing around with it, but you have to download it to expect other people to download it. So first thing, if you don't have it on here when we get off this call, download it ASAP. Tomorrow, a new update's gonna be coming out. It's the 1.2. And so right now, if you're trying to look for some of this information, I'm gonna tell you, it's not gonna be coming out until tomorrow, August 15th, and you definitely wanna get on the call that Lauren posted in the Dreamers in Action. It's actually gonna be in the Isagenix Facebook group. So if you're not in that, Isagenix Facebook, and join that group if you're not in it. It's gonna be live at 8:40 Mountain Standard Time in the morning, so 8:40 a.m. So California, that's 7:40 your time, and then New Jersey, like East Coast people, that is 10:40 our time. And they're gonna go over this whole new way of enrolling customers in 2 minutes. Is everybody pretty excited about that? Like, that is pretty exciting. We've had a lot of people, even on here, who say, you know what, people don't wanna give me their credit card, or how do we make it a little bit easier for them? A lot of times people wanna look at the cart and they wanna add and delete stuff, and they wanna watch the total go up and then be able to slice it down to what they want it to be. So how cool is that we can actually customize packs for us? For people, we can actually put in whether they're a PC, right, preferred customer, whether they're a customer in auto ship, and then we can send them the pack that we're recommending. And then they can change the flavors, they can take out things, they can put in things, and we actually can even like name the cart. And I actually saw it in under View My Team in my back office a couple days ago. It said it at like the bottom of that cart. I was like, ooh, what's that? It's not out yet. But people will be able to send that through the IsaLife app, and then they'll be able to customize it, and you'll get a notification, and you can follow up and close the deal.
You guys want me to hit the slow down button, or
sorry?
Or what? Should I?
Sorry, watch in slow motion, and we're done. Oh, so that's I thought that was fantastic. So there you go. Hopefully that helps. But if you have not been in that group yet, the Isagenix Facebook page, get in that and watch the live tomorrow, and you can find out how you can enroll people in 2 minutes.
And huge shout out to 55 dreamers on this call right now. Most of you are on video. 12 weeks from now, if you are all on, there is no option, but you are going to rank advance. You are moving up, and this whole team is moving up. So commit now to the next 12 weeks, getting on as many of these as you can. This is huge, guys, and I'm so proud of all of you for getting on tonight.
Yes. Thank you.
So good. Thank you, Jen, so much. And I actually, if you see what I wrote, I think we should have 110 people on this call in 12 weeks, because if we're all building or we're all bringing people on, we all need to be here, and all of our new people. So I'm going to turn it over to Kisa, because she is our recently engaged dreamer and has such a fabulous Isagenix family that I know she's going to Disney. So 3-star Golden Circle, Start 1000, 6-figure income earner, incredible executive and leader on this team, you guys. And she has just been pouring into the team since we got back. I mean, we've been in touch all day, every day since Nashville and throughout her birthday and engagement celebrations. If you guys have not seen the flyers that she's made and the templates for the IG story and everything for us, that stuff takes a ton of time, and she's done that to invest in all of us, those that she's not even financially linked to. And I'm just so grateful for her, and just super excited for our fall Fall Fit Fun campaign that we're going to be launching. But first, that's Dash to Disney. Dash to Disney. You on, girl?
Yeah. Can you hear me okay? Can you hear me? Yes? Everyone can? Okay, cool. Some of it was like kind of blurry, so I wasn't sure if it was me or other people. But thanks, guys, and great job. Jen and Alex did that. No? Okay, so one of the things that Jen even pointed out was that we are transitioning into, can you guys hear me okay? Because I feel like everyone else is slow motion. It's just me. Okay. One of the things is that we're transitioning just to make sure that we are a legacy company. And so within that legacy is making sure that we encompass family. And so they designed this promotion, which is Dash to Disney, which is super exciting. I think this is the first big promotion that they've had that really gets the kids involved. And I think that what's so nice is that a lot of times, especially parents, when you're starting out in this business, you have to take that time away from your family to work on this business. And there's not a lot of tangible things that we can create something within our own family as a goal or to bring the kids to when we've accomplished something within our business. But this is something that Isagenix is actually gifting us for earning, which is amazing. So the Dash to Disney, and you might want to take notes, even though I can even post this in the group, but the Dash to Disney, it's from July 30th to November 18th. So it's already started. If you guys haven't registered or opted in already, you just want to go into your back office under contests and promotions and then find Dash to Disney, and it says register, and all you have to do is click a box and register and you're in. If you forget to register or a couple of weeks, that's fine. You have until the end of the promotion, so November 18th, to do that, but it won't show up on any of the reports that they do. So just make sure you go back there and do it. It takes 2 seconds. So you earn points several different ways. The first way that you earn points is by enrolling people. So when you enroll people within the promotion period, sorry, I have to look at all this. So for the initial orders for your one PET, so anyone you personally enroll, and then their subsequent orders or auto ships, you receive 1 point per every 1 BV. So let's say you enroll someone with a value pack. That's 320 BV, which is also equivalent to 320 points. Any subsequent orders or auto ships after that, you also receive 1 point for every 1 BV. If the person that you've enrolled within that promotional period, if they enroll anyone, you also receive points for those people, but you receive even more points. So let's say you enroll Shelly. Shelly enrolls Mark. Mark enrolls with a value pack. So instead of the 300 or 320 points, you receive 3 times that amount. So that's incredible. Like the amount of points that you can earn just for creating a consultant and creating that retention in your business through November is going to really ultimately get you the points that you need. 1,000 points. So there's not a cap on the amount of people that can get there. There's not, you don't have to be an executive or a certain rank to achieve this. Anyone that gets to 10,000 points gets 4 3-day Disney World Park Hopper tickets. Now you have to use them between March 14th and March 18th, which is when we're all going together, which makes it even more fun. But that's when the points or the tickets will be valid for. The top 200 United States point earners not only receive the 4 Park Hopper tickets, but they also receive a 4-night stay at the Disney World Resort. So that's amazing in itself. And then the top 100 point earners not only get the 4 tickets and the 4-night stay, but they also get $1,000 spending cash. So who is not excited for Disney? I know our kids are. And that motivates me enough just having told them already that we are winning this. Okay, a couple things, some fine print that I looked into that I want to make sure people know about. Sometimes I know that, like, let's say you are really wanting to enroll someone, or you're really wanting to get those points, but maybe the person doesn't have the means financially to order right then. I know a lot of times we love and want to help other people and want to, say that you'll pay for their pack and have them pay you back. That's amazing, but it's not going to count toward your points if that happens for this contest. So if you are the one that pays, or the name doesn't match for the name that you're enrolling, then it's not going to count. So I want to make sure everyone knows that, because I think that that's pretty important. Also, your 1 PET and 2 PET that are enrolled have to be enrolled within the qualification period in order to count. So let's say you enrolled someone before the qualification period. So like July 15th, you enrolled someone, and then they enrolled someone on August 1st. That person that they enrolled, they're not going to count toward those points. Both the enrolling sponsor and the 2 PET have to be enrolled within the qualification period. Let's see what else. I think that was it. I think that does anyone have questions about anything, like any of the fine print stuff, or anything that was confusing about what I said? Anybody? Maybe I'll look in the chat.
Kisa, I don't think there's any questions. And I typed up the notes as you were talking. Cool. Jen and Adam are saying use PayPal for them if they don't have a credit card, so that the name on the payment matches the person. Great solution. If you could, in a Dash to Disney, Ashley, just type it in the chat. We're going to keep going because we've got a lot to cover. Michelle, we can do PayPal now. And Ashley, type in the chat. And Kisa, if you could, in our Dreamers in Action page, do a little flyer and type up all that stuff so it's in one spot, and then we can tag everybody. That would be awesome. Thank you for doing that. And for the fine print. What?
Yeah, and I actually found someone posted a couple of cool little things you can post up in your house and have the kids like mark off every 100 points. So I'll find those again and post them in the group.
Awesome. And thank you for definitely letting us know about, the payment matching the name and the orders getting in. So Ashley says if we pay for the 1 PET first order, but then they pay for their own subsequent orders, do the points count at least? No, the initial order has to be paid for by the person that's signing up. Awesome. Okay, so I thank you so much, Kisa. And just so you know, I can see on the Zoom, like the little bandwidth thing, you're yellow and red. So your Wi-Fi is a little bit in and out. So
we've been having so many issues with our router, and no matter what we do, it doesn't seem to fix it. So, but I know.
No, I feel bad if you're not hearing it. So if you want to, call in or whatever, just if it's choppy on your end, I don't think it's on us, but if you're good, we're good, and we were able to hear you. So thank you so much. Okay, I'm going to turn it over to Ms. Laura Laurie, who is a 2-star Crystal Executive, 4-star Golden Circle. She is a 6-figure, well on her way to a multiple 6-figure income with us. This girl has just such a heart of gold, and she's going to talk to us about not only some of the new products and the oils, but then also the new Legacy Foundation, which may have been my favorite part of Celebration. So happy birthday to our fit and fabulous, healthy and fun, almost 50-year-old. And can you hop out and talk to us a little bit, please?
Yes, I can. Okay, so I know when Jen got started, she was fired up. Like, Celebration was incredible, and I'm so grateful many of you were there. If you weren't there, I agree 200%. Do not miss another event. This company is so off the hook, you guys. You just don't want to miss what's coming. When they talk about legacy, it's like over and over and over again. And I actually want to start with the Legacy Foundation, just because it was so mind-blowing to me. And I get like emotional, like this company is so incredible what they're doing. So we have always been partnered with Make-A-Wish. Many of you probably know that or have made contributions to Make-A-Wish, and we still are currently partnered with Make-A-Wish. But here is really what the company is thinking. Their goal is to give back. Their goal is to make a global impact. And many times when you're donating to large nonprofit organizations, those contributions, still part of those contributions, have to fund the people that run the nonprofit organization. So like at Make-A-Wish, it's a totally reputable, amazing, wonderful nonprofit to support, but they have employees that have to get paid, etc. So only a portion of your contribution actually goes to the charity. The rest is to support the charity. And Isagenix really wanted to be able to leave a legacy and wanted 100% of our contributions as associates to go directly to a cause. And they wanted the cause to be really aligned with. Is that me humming really loud? Can you hear me humming? Is it better if I speak up?
A little bit, but I know because we've done a couple calls recently that there's just a lot of background noise and a lot of humming and
I thought it was fixed. I don't hear it much here, but I just saw your comment. I can switch over to another computer. I really did think it was fixed. If it's bad, just holler and I can let somebody talk for a minute and I can switch computer.
Let's switch to Rachel and have you come back to it because it is pretty distracting. Okay?
Yep. You got it. Do it right now.
All right, so we're gonna have Laura pop off and come back in because that humming and stuff is a little bit distracting, I know, and her content's so good. So I would love to invite out to the call my sister, who is also a 3-star Golden Circle and Crystal Executive, you guys, and just a massive shaker in action right now, just enrolling people left and right. But Rachel is someone who definitely came for the products, for off the business, and we started talking about the content of this call, and she said, I really think that we should talk about how important it is to lead with the business. I was like, say what? So yeah, absolutely. She's like the best person to talk about this. So I'm going to turn it over to you, Rach.
Hey guys, can you hear me okay? Feedback, you're good? Okay. Yeah, so hi. For those of you who don't know me, Lauren is absolutely right. I swore off the business. When she asked me to try the products, I said, absolutely sure, but don't you dare talk to me about the business. Not only was I not a salesperson, I'm a psychologist by training, but I had way too much in my life going on, working 80 to 100 hours a week. I thought it was a brainwashing pyramid scheme, all of that stuff. And to have me here now 5 years later, quit my job, move to Mexico, and do Isagenix full time. Sometimes it's still a disbelief to me, but absolutely, I love it. I love it more than anything. First and foremost, because we get to help people every single day. Oh, thank you. Someone gave me this hat. It's our start hat. We get to help people every single day, and to get paid to do something that you're so incredibly passionate about, and to do it from wherever I want around the world on my own time. It is just such a beautiful win-win-win situation. But one of the things that stood out to me, and this is why I started to have this conversation with Lauren, was on stage at Celebration, someone said, our compensation plan is the best product we have. And for a moment, like, I had to actually think about that and what did they just say? Because every time I've thought about product, and when I think about Isagenix, I've always separated. We've got our health solutions, our products that you ingest, that you consume, that you use on your skin or whatever it may be. And then we have our quote unquote compensation plan or business. But they really, really have become all products of Isagenix, just like Jen and Adam were talking about, all solutions. And our product, our compensation plan, something that you get to have that becomes a part of you when you sign up with Isagenix, is available to everyone. And although they say that health is wealth, you also can't have health without wealth, right? And so without a doubt, the health transformations are a given. Everyone who signs up with Isagenix, they're going to have a product testimonial, and they're going to look amazing, and they're going to feel amazing, and they're going to be the best person ever. But what so many of us don't know, myself included when I first got started, was how much it can change your life financially, but also just as a human being, and the personal development and other things that come as part of this. And because I had such an amazing transformation from a health perspective, I couldn't keep my mouth shut about what I was feeling. And people would come ask me, and they're like, Rachel, what are you doing? Your energy is through the roof. You look amazing. Your skin looks amazing. And because I just wasn't shy, I said, I don't know, it's some shakes. These are awesome. You should try it. I started to get paid. But now fast forward, I think about all of the people I have conversations with on a day-to-day basis that are saying no to our health products
because they can't afford it, because of the financial stress or the financial strain, or how many people are on the verge of divorce because of, they say $300 to $500 a month could keep a relationship together. There are studies after studies that show with increasing debt, with the stress that people have from finances, that they lead to a higher propensity for weight gain, that there's higher risk of obesity, more TV watching. There's things like increased fast food consumption and binge drinking and substance abuse and lack of exercise, all because of financial stress and because of difficulties paying bills. And so if we can offer a product of a wealth creation, a wealth solution, that doesn't mean everyone has to go into this to build a business or to plan to be even a six-figure income earner like several of us. It means that there's an opportunity to just not have to worry about eating your good, healthy food. There's an opportunity to be able to pay your gas bill this month. There's an opportunity to pay for rent, to get yourself out of debt. There's just so much more that can open up to people when they have a financial solution. And when you're already going to be ingesting this food and you're already eating your overhead anyways, as long as you're willing to open your mouth and tell someone else because you care about them having the same solution, whether it's a health transformation or a financial solution, then everyone wins. We're all natural referrals all of the time. We're all natural networkers. It's just that we don't get a referral bonus from half of the companies that we share. When you tell someone about your hairdresser doesn't necessarily give you money. You go out to a good restaurant to eat and you tell your friends and family about it to go eat at that restaurant. The restaurant doesn't give you a gift certificate, right? But you still do it all the time and you tell people about what they love. And the other thing, sometimes people will say like, well, money truly can't buy happiness, or, you don't need money to be happy. And I say, actually, money can, and it really depends on what you do with the money. And the thing that I fell in love with so much about Isagenix is when you look around and you see people that are even making the significant amounts of money in this company, which there are a lot of them. Remember, we have the most 6- and 7-figure income earners ever, but it's what they're doing with it, right? And so they're not flaunting their big fancy cars or houses. They're giving more. They're creating. When we had that Legacy Foundation in 24 hours, the challenge to raise $1 million, we surpassed it. Like, it's all about giving and what you can do and volunteering and how you spend your time and time freedom. Having quit a 6-figure income job to do this full time, no money can replace what it means to just be able to work from anywhere on your own time, have your own schedule, not rely on someone else, and to have experiences. I mean, how much time, I talked with Melissa, whose husband recently passed away from cancer, and she says every day what I would give to just have him back, to have time to be able to spend with him and not have spent so many hours going to work and not being with him, right? I mean, that's where this compensation plan and what our financial freedom solutions can offer to people. And again, not even that it's that you're building a business, but if you could do this on the side rather than having to work 2 or 3 other jobs, what if you just did this and you could be home with your family and you can plan your Dash to Disney trip with them, right? So, and then the other piece that I wanted to talk about quickly, and then I know I got to turn it back around, is weathering your emotions, because part of this, as you do get into it, and whether you're on the slow lane, the steady lane, or the fast-paced, speedy lane going rush to exec, if you just never stop, if you never exit the road, I promise you, and if you just never quit, it will be so worth it. Whether you gain extraordinary personal growth and development, if you make some extra cash, if you help some people in your life, if you become the best version of yourself on a health side, just stay with it. The people that go in and out, in and out, in and out, that is harder. That's much more of a stressor, I think. And I was talking to someone, even as an example, on a physical health side the other day, who's been with Isagenix now for several years, but she knows she's slid back and she stopped doing it. She stopped being sort of a product of the product, the stuff that she knows works. And then she retreats from our groups because she doesn't want to see all the successes of other people. But it's actually those lows, those times when you're feeling more defeated and frustrated, that you actually need to utilize this group, because it is so so supportive. And as a psychologist, it is one of the best communities that we have out there. And even if you're not having massive success on either the business or the product side, you reach out and people will be there to support you in a heartbeat to turn that around instantaneously. And on the business side, we can have, and on the product side, all around, it's one, from my opinion now, it is a one-stop shop for everything. But there are great highs, and you can have some great cleanse days, and you can lose a lot of weight fast. Or on the business side, you can have some great weeks and earn a lot of money fast. And then all of a sudden it feels like people are returning and sending their products back, or the next week you have a terrible cleanse day, right? And it can be this up and down and sort of highs and lows roller coaster. But if you remember that and you know it and you go into it and you say, okay, this is just one of those times that it's a little bit slower, things happen. How can I adjust my energy? How can I keep my attraction level high? And I'm going to be the first one, you guys, to admit I've been in those highs, those ups and downs and extreme lows. And I went through some pretty serious health challenges these last 6 months, and I know what it's like. But I will always tell you, no matter what, I've never quit. I've gone in the really, really, really slow lane, but I've never quit. And I never stop enrolling, and I never go inactive. And it pays off beyond what I can even describe or explain to you. So, and just remember, the last thing I'll leave you with is there's always a story behind the glory. In Facebook and social media, and what you see in the groups, not that it's false or that it's lies, it's just sometimes it's only a snippet and you don't know all the hard work or where someone's at in their journey along the way to get to what you're seeing. So you have to remember that we are all on a path at different times. Timing makes such a difference for everyone, but just stay in the game and reach out for support anytime, and we will all thrive and succeed together.
So good, Rachel, and I hope you can see the chat and just the comments that you are getting here, and I couldn't agree more. Some of you participated in the contest at Celebration where I wanted you to go and take a picture with a leader, but the second part of that was to ask a question. And I stood there when both Janny and Audrey Moss talked about like their number one tip or, success for doing this business was weathering your emotions and not getting lost in the highs and the lows. Like Audrey Moss sat there and told Laura, I was standing there, and she said, you're so excited that you just created a consultant and then you have 2 returns go through. Or you're so excited that someone went 1 star and then your 5-cycle bonus person went to another company. I mean, that's always going to be there. Or, the way that social media can, really get to the pit of our stomachs. Comparison is the thief of joy. And, oh, their post is better than mine. Or, oh, they got more likes, or whatever that may be happening. And just to keep, your eyes in your lane and just laser focus and just trust this process, that staying in cruise control and steady with the emotions is really the key to this, because the highs and the lows will absolutely take you out of the game. And that's just part of this 10 feet tall, bulletproof, and laser focus. I'm so glad you did that. And Laura, if we can swing it back around to you, you can pick back up what you were saying with the Legacy Foundation and our new products.
Yes, and thank you guys. I'm so sorry about all that humming and all that noise. Is this better? Okay, awesome. So yes, the Legacy Foundation was put together by Isagenix, specifically our founders, in understanding that many nonprofits, only a portion of the contribution actually goes to support the recipient of the nonprofit, because a nonprofit is still an organization that has to function, has overhead, administrative expenses, etc. So the Legacy Foundation was put together, and Isagenix is actually paying the cost of all of those administrative fees, so that 100% of our contributions go directly to the people in need. And so their focus is really on 3 areas. And there's actually a website set up too. So if you guys really want to learn more, if you weren't at Celebration or you didn't catch the whole thing, there's actually a website set up, Isagenix legacyfoundation.com, where you can really dig into the philosophy behind what they're doing. Before I give you the areas that we're going to be focusing on for contribution, just know our company is so focused. One of our core values is contribution, is giving back, is creating a legacy, is leaving a legacy behind for generations to come. And everything that they're doing, I mean, just things that they're doing for sustainability and changing our product packaging, just to make it a better planet. And I just love that so much. But in any case, what I wanted to say was, when we were there at Celebration, they challenged the room that if the room raised $1 million in 24 hours, Isagenix would match that $1 million and start the Legacy Foundation out with $2 million.
Jim and Kathy, not the government, Jim and Kathy personally.
Jim and Kathy, yes, personally. And they wound up raising over $1 million. So their total initial contribution to the Legacy Foundation was $2.3 million. And that happened in 24 hours. And we talk about a company that is committed to contribution, giving back, and making a better world. Like, I have goosebumps. I don't know about you guys, but I don't know too many companies out there that can raise $2.3 million in 24 hours. So in any case, I just want to tell you the three main areas that will be kind of at the mission field. So it's really focusing on healthy nutrition for underserved children, wellness education for all, so really educating people on what real health, wellness, and nutrition is, and aid for those affected by natural disasters. So that'll be the three areas that the Legacy Foundation will be most focused on. So cool. So the same thing applies for us as it did with Make-A-Wish. When you're going in and placing your orders or your auto ship, you can set up your contribution in your back office so that you have the ability to make a contribution every month to the Legacy Foundation. And again, that's tax deductible for you, but it really falls in line with our spirit of contribution. So that's what's going on with the Legacy Foundation. Absolutely amazing. I love the direction this company's going. I just get more and more excited every time I hear more about what we're doing. So let's talk about new products. Who's excited about essential oils? Anybody? Show your hands. Put your hands up. I'm looking. I'm on my phone, so I have to scroll. I don't see a lot of hands. I see a couple hands. Okay, cool. So here's what I want to say about essential oils. Isagenix is keeping it simple, but remember, Jim Cooper's mission is to be the largest health and wellness company in the world, like bigger than Johnson & Johnson. Johnson & Johnson didn't get to be the size that it is because they stuck to selling Band-Aids or first aid kits, right? I mean, they really ventured into all of health and wellness in what their mind is in health and wellness. So from prescription to over-the-counter to aspirin to Band-Aids, right? So when we look at overall health and wellness, we need to look at the components that are really going to drive health for a person. And essential oils fit so beautifully into that, especially when it comes to cleansing and digestion. It's really a beautiful fit. But what I love is Isagenix kept it very simple. So we have 10 oils, and 6 of them are single oils, just a straight oil, and 4 blends. The 6 single oils are available right now. They are peppermint, lavender. I'm going to run through really quickly when we come back to our oils. Lavender, lemon, eucalyptus, frankincense, tea tree, and peppermint. So the way that they've broken this down is they actually have an essential oils guide that you can download if you go to isagenixbusiness.com, and I'll drop the link to the manual. I'll drop the link to the manual not only in our event tonight, but also in this thread. But it actually walks you through how to understand each of the oils, what to do with them, how to use them, how to describe it to our customers, and then whether these are oils that you would apply, whether they're oils you would diffuse, or whether they're oils you would ingest, or if it's an oil you do all 3 with. So they really made it super, super simple for us. Like if you have somebody who, is getting started and maybe they have a slight, like their tummy feels a little upset, maybe it's peppermint oil or lemon. Maybe to calm down a little bit better in the evening. Maybe you have somebody who struggles to sleep at night. We're already recommending sleep spray to them. Lavender is amazing tied in with that, right? And how to use it. So please, guys, be sure first and foremost that you download and get this guide so that you have a full understanding. Essence is the name of our essential oils, if you weren't familiar with that already. And it is, what they're calling it is the onboarding guide. All right, isagenixbusiness.com, you'll see the essential oils come up. Download the guide, go through it. The other thing I'm going to tell you, if you have not watched, there's 2 amazing Zooms. There was one last night. I didn't get to watch it last night, but I watched it this morning. It was awesome. So we'll drop the link to both of those Zooms just training on the oils and how to describe them and how to talk to customers about them, why you'd want to use them. Please watch them. Here's what I know after 4+ years. Your long-term residual success comes from making sure our customers are happy and are ordering every month. So if you can take someone's order basket from 100 BV on nutritional supplements or 150 BV on nutritional supplements, so shakes, ionics, etc., and you can increase your BV because they're already using oils elsewhere or they don't understand it, and you can be their guide. People are ordering oils or want to use oils and don't know how. There's a huge market. 65% of our Isagenix clients say they already use oils. So don't be afraid to talk to your customers about this. They're already using them. They're just not using ours. So let's move those orders over, increase our own basket, right? Let us be the beneficiary. Our oils are amazing. I'm going to talk just for a brief moment about the quality. Please know when you download that onboarding guide, all the verbiage you need for what makes our oils special and effective and the best on the market is in here. I could do a whole call just on the oils. We don't have enough time for that. So as leaders, I'm sure you're going to watch the 2 Zooms, at least the one that was from last night, and get your onboarding guide to familiarize yourself with the oils. But really the point here is to keep it super, super simple and pair it with what we already do with nutrition and supplements. So that's the first thing. We want to increase our own BV for our current customers, get them from using oils of other companies over to ours. And then just know, from a quality perspective, you know, Isagenix really prides itself on our no compromise quality. It applies the same to our oils. They're 100% oils. There's no fillers. There's no junk added in. They're all third-party tested, gold standard, best of the best from a processing perspective. Cold press, steam distillation, which is the absolute best way to keep the oils in like purity, you know, from a purity perspective. So, and what really sets us apart is, remember, we lead with solutions. We don't lead with an oil. Like, hey, try this great lemon oil, right? We know that somebody has trouble sleeping at night. So on top of knowing the benefits of cleansing to improve quality of sleep, and understanding sleep spray may help, to say, hey, lavender oil could be another tool to help you sleep better at night. So we don't lead necessarily with the oil. We understand what the customer's issues, problems are, and we take oils and we pair it. So if there's somebody who's hangry on a cleanse day, right? Content is a perfect oil to pair. Like, hey, I've got a great solution if you think you're going to be hangry. Let's pair an oil to help you through, right? So that's kind of the beauty of what we do. We're still a nutrition and wellness company. We just have oils that fit in. So make sure, I'll drop the link in for the toolkit, the onboarding guide and toolkit that you guys have in the Zoom link. Please be sure that you check that out. This is huge for us in driving our business and driving our BV and helping us to become the largest health and wellness company in the world, right? That's the vision. So things like this just drive it. You know, we're not just aspirins and Band-Aids, right? We're not just shakes and vitamins, right? We're really wellness solutions. So I love that. And then the last thing that I wanted to talk about with all of you is, who loved s'mores bars when they came out in the fall, right? It was sort of that that fall campy feeling of that chocolate marshmallow graham cracker. Well, they have added s'mores bars as a permanent bar flavor. So the very first thing I will tell you is, if you know you had customers who love s'mores bars, reach out to them immediately. Let them know that they can get that now as a permanent addition to our bar supply. And for people who don't, let them know they're so yummy. That marshmallow, graham cracker, chewy goodness, right? So it's just awesome to have one more thing to add in. I know I had somebody who was saying, hey, is there any chance you have s'mores bars? I would give anything for that. So if you know you had customers who love s'mores bars, please be sure you reach out and say, oh my gosh, s'mores bars are a regular flavor now. You can order it every month. Again, it makes for happy customers and it builds your business and your brand. So again, guys, if you did not make it to Celebration, New Year's kickoff is right around the corner. Lauren's going to talk about that, ICU. I promise you, anybody who went will tell you they came back 10 feet tall, bulletproof, so pumped up about this company, so pumped up about the opportunity that's ahead for us. Don't miss events. They change everything. And anyone who went will tell you that. So Lauren, that's all I've got. Thank you guys so much. The next 12 weeks are going to be absolutely incredible. I'm so excited.
You guys are awesome. Okay, we're almost done. So, Laura, will you just go ahead and mute again on your end? Perfect. Awesome, awesome. I heard a little bit of an echo. So, you guys, I'm going to unmute you for like just a second because I want to get the energy up before we get into all of this. And hopefully you're not laying next to any children that are sleeping next to you, except it won't even let me get to where I want to be. Okay, will you guys just make some noise if you're like at all excited about what's happening right now? Like seriously, right? Oh my gosh. I normally go to Cycle Bar and then go right to Yoga Sculpt on Tuesday mornings. And like literally I was like, I can't even do it right now. I just have like so much to do. And I've been sitting here all day. I finally showered at like 6:30, just like working on things. I only did 2 calls, but it's just been like that, getting ready to get ready, organizing so I can like feel it. And I just was like, oh my gosh, she's got to get so many things in place. So, I want to talk to you guys a little bit about Path with Purpose. I'm not going to go through every single thing because I posted it in Dreamers in Action. Kisa had a great little flyer in there as well. And you can Google it, Isagenix Path with Purpose recognition. But the company is changing the way we do recognition. You know, everybody used to get flowers, which not everybody wanted. Everybody used to get pins that nobody's wearing. Like no one's around the Isagenix events and their 2-star pin and their 3-star pin. And they are improving the recognition because they know we're actually going to use things. And so when you're rank advancing, the things that you're getting as a director, as an executive, as a 1-star, I mean, they're incredible and they're fun. I mean, there's Tumi luggage, there's Tiffany jewelry, there's Louis Vuitton bags. For those of you that were there, if you guys want to type some of the stuff in the chat, I don't want to spend a lot of time just on this, but it's exciting. I mean, go after that because how fun is it if you can like have your bag or something, so like, oh my gosh, where is that from? Or they see the company and you're like, my company gave this to me. You know, I want it with my health and wellness company. I mean, it's a great way to introduce what you do to other people. It's a great way for them to ask questions. Plus, you get to be celebrated. I mean, you work your tail off in the pockets of your time and you're making sacrifices to do this that I'm so excited about it. So check out the Path with Purpose rank advancements and go after that. And wherever you are in your business right now, if you're going for 1-star, if you're going for 2-star, if you're going for 3-star, if you're going for director, if you're going for manager, I mean, look at what it is that you're getting and put that on your vision board. I mean, see it, believe it, and then go and achieve it. So when we talk about this Say, Share, Do, you guys, I put the 3 flyers that are super, super simple in our Dreamers in Action page. But if you Google Isagenix Say, Share, Do, they come up. Or if you go to Isagenix Business, it's right there. I mean, they're so simplifying things. But long story short, an earner from a top company, a different company, came over to Isagenix, but basically said, what are you telling your people to say? You know, and that there wasn't this one uniform area. And so the field advisory board and our corporate team has put in an obscene amount of time and effort to really be able to master and simplify and duplicate our Say, Share, Do process. So number one, the Say, when you look at that, there's literally a podcast of recorded scripts, and there's things exactly what to say on the phone, exactly what to send in Facebook message, exactly what to send in a text message, that there's no reason there should be an excuse right now. Like, what do I say? I don't know what to say. I don't know how to get started. Because if you literally just go to the share tab, you have to copy and paste. It's that simple. Then the share, what is it that you're sending? So often people feel like they have to be the expert. We're using icemovie.com. Isagenix has 2 brand new movies out there right now, I mean, that are just absolutely extraordinary. One of them I posted in Dreamers in Action today with that picture. It said like, right, great company, great products, great time, or whatever it was. And I said, hot damn, I love this movie. If you go to iSmovie right now in Wealth Creation, it's the top one that's up there. The second one is the one with Peta and Eric and Jim and Kathy, and they're talking about our core values. They're talking about the culture of the company and that we are, you know, privately held, and just really the culture of this. You cannot get someone excited with sending those 2 videos. So if you're like, what is it that I send? If they're not willing to watch those videos, then you don't want them in their business anyways. They're just not that serious and they're just not committed. So once you send one of those scripts, then you share something from iSmovie. Then your do scripts are right there too. I mean, you literally just click on the highlighted part of isagenixbusiness.com and it tells you exactly what to do. how to download IsaLife app, doing the new member checklist with them, you guys, like finding out what bill they want to pay off, finding out what financial freedom looks for them, finding out if they're an ISA body, getting them in healthy mind and body, talking to them about events. It's all right there. And it's so simple. When someone says, what do I want to do when I start this business? Where do I start if I want to get my product paid for? Go to Isagenix.com, watch Say, Share, Do. Do, Say, Share, Do. And it really can be that simple. And we all can be on the same page. And whether it's your first level that got started or 100 levels down, we are all doing Say, Share, Do. So right there on the same page, you guys, is then our path, IsaLife Success Manual. And this has replaced the 90-day game plan. Kisa did a great job of showing the PDF and then also how she put it into like a 3-ring binder for anyone who didn't have the actual manual. If you were at Celebration, you got the little booklet. And if you weren't there and you don't want to buy it, no biggie. Literally just go to isagenixbusiness.com and you can download it. I personally today grabbed the link. Most of you on this call got it from me. And I sent it out to a whole bunch of people, that weren't at Celebration. And even someone like Gita was like, hey, thanks. And I was like, I know you were there. Go send it to your team. I did that to Sherry. And she's like, oh, thanks for the reminder, right? People that weren't there don't know. And taking that extra step to just involve everybody and include everybody, we're reaching down. You know, there was a couple people in my business that were building with me a year ago that have basically gone cricket. And I sent it to them. And I said, I think one of the reasons you didn't get to where you wanted is you froze because you weren't sure what to say, what to share, and how to do it. Check this out. We've simplified it. Let me know if you have questions. Like 3 or 4 people immediately wrote me back and were like, thank you for never giving up on me, Lauren. I think I can do this. Thank you for doing this. I'm going to send some of these messages, right? So just taking the time to send them the link and show them what Isagenix has done. You guys, your business is just going to grow. Plus in there's places, social media tips, your Map to Crystal executive is in there, the scripts are in there, your goal sheet is in there, your time management is in there. I mean, it's in all one little spot. So the company is brilliant. So if you're doing this 90-day action plan, like print it off, right? Use your booklet, make it organized. Last night in the mastermind, all I talked about for the first hour was getting organized and making sure that you are getting ready this week. So come Monday on our day 1, we're ready. Your vision board is updated. Your whiteboard is organized. Your list has been remade. Your office hours are set. Your goal plan is filled out. Whatever it is, that come Monday night, when you write in 7 to 8 Isagenix, you don't go, what am I going to do? Maybe I'll listen to a call. You're like, oh, I need to call Holly. Oh, I need to call Jackie. Oh, I need to call Heather, right? And I'm listening to the podcast from Michelle, and I'm reaching out to these 4 people from last year that haven't ordered about the oils, right? Tuesday morning when it says Isagenix in your business, you know, Ken's a pirate. He's 1 away from going consultant. I'm helping him. You know, Donna's close to the 5-cycle bonus. I'm going to reach out to her, make sure she knows how to do this. And Christina wants me to do an onboarding welcome call with her new customer, Chris. I mean, you've got to be so organized that when you're in massive momentum and you're doing this in the pockets of the time and you're busy, you know exactly what you're doing. And the IsaLife Success Manual will really help you up with that. So just a couple of things that I wanted to make sure I cover with everybody in the last couple minutes of this call. Number 1, you guys, we all have memberships for a wholesale wellness store. $29 a year, and what we get with shopping on our own store is way more than Shakes and Cleanse. So Laura just did a fantastic job of telling us 65% of the companies using oils. We have a due diligence to reach out to everybody. If you've enrolled 1 person, you're a leader. Spend the time in reaching out to them and saying, hey, I was surprised to find out that 65% of our entire company is using oils. Maybe you shop at Vitamin Cottage, maybe you shop at doTERRA or Young Living. I just wanted to let you know, since you already have a membership with Isagenix, that you can get oils here for wholesale pricing. Just let them know and see what they say. Another idea is gifts. I mean, how often do you give body wash or lotion from Bath & Body Works or Victoria's Secret as a gift? Give the Rejuvenate body wash and lotion. I just got back from staying at Laura's house, and she had it in the guest bathroom. Every single person in the bathroom that we shared, there were 6 of us in 1 bathroom. Thank you for that, Laura. I'm just kidding. I love you. Everybody was talking about the lotion and the body wash, including my boyfriend, right? Like, people love it. One of the things I'm going to start doing, and I was talking to Trudy Maples and Tanya earlier today, with different ways of recognition and different ways to celebrate people, is shopping on our own wholesale store and incentivizing people with the gifts or doing things like that. So for example, every time someone does a power post, right? If you get your new team member to do a power post, they celebrate them with a box of eShots. They celebrate them with a canister of hydrates. Not only are people doing it because they are excited and they're being rewarded, but you're getting this BV in the tree. There's no benefit for sending them a $5 gift card to Starbucks. There's no benefit of sending them a $10 gift card to Amazon. There is a benefit when we invest in our own wholesale, get them to try new products, they shop more, their retention goes up, and they can start to duplicate this. So just remember all the things that we have. If you've got customers that have kids, tell them about the kids' vitamins. If you've got customers that use the skincare, tell them about our skincare, whatever it may be. Both Kisa and Laura and Jen and Adam and Rach have all referenced NYKO. You guys, seriously grab your tickets now. I know some of you are at Celebration. You know the importance of events. And if you weren't there, just do it. Just commit. You can buy your flight later. We'll figure out the hotel thing. Just buy your ticket and commit to it. New Year's kickoff, you guys, when we launched 2019, this company is just a rocket ship of momentum right now. You want to get there. You want to come back with this energy because people are going to be drawn to you. I'm going to be announcing over the weekend upcoming contests and promotions that I'm doing for Fast Track and I'm doing for the next 90-day action plan. I'm working with corporate, and after this, I have a call with just the executives to brainstorm some ideas. So by next week, I can announce that to you guys, or you'll see the posts in the Dreamers in Action page. But just know that an executive retreat is on the horizon because I'm all about leadership development, and I am all about celebrating not just the growth of your business, but the growth of reaching down and helping other people as well. And then the last thing, and I really want to give all the credit and the glory to Rachel on this, even though I did some of the lead work today, is we're down to 3 pages. I know everybody's always been like, we have way too many pages. There's way too many. What do we do? And cleansers and our Dreamers in Action page are always going to be separate, you guys. We're too big of a team to try and put that all together. And in the same page where people are vomiting on a cleanse day or they want to know what goes good with the chocolate shake, I don't want to be talking about an executive retreat. So our enrolled pages, and remember that if you add someone to Dreamers, Cleansers, and Coaches, or you add someone to Dreamers in Action, number one, they are enrolled. If you cannot show the member ID and the enrolling sponsor, they will not be added. And number two, that they're enrolled on our team. There's a lot of things that are available for the company as a whole. And even though we have a one team philosophy, it's really important that if I'm going to do a trip, I can't pay for the whole company for that. You know, it's still a business, you guys, and where I help people all across the company and vice versa, our pages are for our team. So if you're adding people there enrolled, we need a member ID and we need to see the enrolling sponsor attached to it. However, we had 2 different prospecting pages. So we used to have Dreamers in Action opportunity. We had Dreamers in Action testimonials. People were so confused. No one was really adding stuff to them. We have 1 prospect page now called Dreamers in Action Preview. We've linked the opportunity page to the old testimonials page because there was more people in there. And our Dreamers in Action Preview is the 1 page to add people that are taking a look and are wanting to learn more. And as a company, we have solutions for weight wellness, for performance, for oils, for vitality and longevity, for wealth wellness, right? And then as the home and beauty and that stuff comes, anybody looking at Isagenix needs to see the entire picture. So no more we're adding them to testimonials if they have weight loss, no more adding them to opportunity if they want the business. Our preview page overviews the entire company, just as if you were going to send one of the new movies from isamovie.com. We're bold about what we're doing, you guys. And like Rachel said, our wealth creation opportunity is the best product we have. In my opinion, absolutely is the best product we have. If you don't have it, you can't even buy the shakes to do everything else. So my one request for you guys, please add people to it, right? Don't just randomly add people to it, but get excited about it. Hey, I'm going to add you to this amazing page. You're so positive on Facebook. I know you're into health and wellness. I really want you to take a look at what I'm up to. I think you're going to love it, right? I message 10 new people a day and I add people to that. Chris Marshall watched it to the members in that page as much as I do because he told me when we hit 10,000. I know he's ready to tell me when we hit 11,000, right? Like we watch it. Get people excited that they can see what we're doing. And the second is we all have to add content in there, right? If I'm the only one sharing stories, I'm the only one, putting before and after pictures in there, it doesn't work. And when I say add content, that doesn't mean it's just a welcome page and you're tagging them from things from 2013 and 2014. When I go through right now, welcome Laura, welcome Carrie, welcome Heather, welcome Sarah, where you met them, that's all great. And we want to do the welcomes. We want to have that personal touch. But you all got paid on Monday. I'm 99% sure every single person on this call got paid on Monday. You need to put your stories in there. That page is only going to work if we're bold about this and we live our life out loud. So just like, you know, Laura had a great post on her wall today about how we don't diet, right? We don't feel like we cheat, and that she was totally off the bandwagon when she was in Nashville or her birthday. She still had a shake, you know, and she can cleanse and she lives in balance. And what this products are enabling us to do, like, in my opinion, that belongs in that preview page as much as her wall, right? And when you guys are excited about the business and you put out these great power posts, like I've seen Kristen Burgess do it and Jen Feichter do it, when they say they were able to go to their kids' classroom, put that in the page, right? Because we help everybody, and that way Chris's guests get to see Ashley's, you know, success stories, and Ashley's guests get to see Heather's stories, and Laura's guests get to see Mandy's, and we all work together. So if you put something up on your wall about a shake or about a cleanse day or about the success of someone else, put it in the preview page. And a lot of you are uncomfortable sharing the business. You think, I'm not a millionaire. I don't make $5,000 a week. XYZ, right? That, like, you don't have value in there. 85% of the company is making $54 a week or less, but that is changing people's lives. $100 to $200 a month changes people's lives. $200 to $500 is incredible. If you have kids right now that back to school shopping wasn't stressful because of Isagenix, talk about it. If you have kids that you are saying yes to the activities that you would not have been able to put them through without Isagenix, talk about it. You know, if it's your sleep, if it's your energy, if it's your mental, talk about it, and talk about other people. It's so fun. And I just want all of us as a team to be committed to adding content in there. So not only are we adding 10 to 20, 30 people a day, but it's full of new stuff that they are not seeing. Well, that was a cool post from 2014. I want to see what Brad and Paula did last week. You know, I want to see what Ken did last week. And we all can do that. So in your calendar, however you write it out, when your calls are, when your follow-ups are, when you're doing recognition, whatever that may be, just put in there preview post, like even just one a week. Imagine if right now, one a week, we all did it. We are stronger in numbers, you guys, and it'll just be super, super, super fun. So that's really it. I'm so proud of you guys. We're going to hop off right now. I know we took just over an hour, but Fast Track starts on Tuesday. Please, you guys, just spend the next couple days getting organized. It will be worth it. Be clear on your why. Be clear on your vision. Get clear on your business hours. Remake your list. You know, write the magic check to the universe of the amount of money you want to make. Last night in the mastermind, I told people, if you've got a bill you're trying to pay off, put a copy of your vision board that says paid in full with a date. It only works with a date. You've got your Master Crystal Executive, the date that you're hitting it. The more clear you are, the more detailed, the more success you guys are going to have. So thank you so much. I will get this recording up by tomorrow. I promise you, within 24 hours. So for anybody who wants to send this out, and let's just keep the attendance up and keep the momentum up. I love you guys all so much. And thank you for everybody who participated in chiming in and hosting the call. Good night, you guys.